Welcome back, comers and newcomers. Today we have another unboxing. Other than the 550 and the 1100, we've now got the XL-750 that we're going to unbox, and this is going to be a dedicated 223 press. Let's go for it. If we can take care of these. I'll take the staples first, but yes, not. Okay. Do the other side here. Well, I guess the staples came out easier than I thought. Alright, so nothing new here. I'm not gonna go much into specifics. I'll just put them on my table and go for them, but yeah. You see, a quick start guide, manual. As you can see, it's a fairly ridiculously big manual. We've got the tubes, primer chutes, primer slides, pickup tubes, the usual. We have the running out, the primer running out alarm. Then to the next section, we've got the caliber conversion for 223. We've got the middle part here with the handle, powder measure. And if I can take this all out in one piece, we have yet another level, and bam, there's the press with the accessory bin and other things. I'm just going to put them on my bench and I'll show you what they are. And this is how it comes. Remove the fancy bag. Up from the bottom. Whew, that's heavy. Dang. I think I read somewhere this was like 56 pounds or something like that. So yeah, check it out. I think I'm gonna bring you a little closer in a second. Actually, I think it goes this way. Put you guys here. Actually, I'm just gonna put you guys sort of like that. Now, so it's that, and up top it's got the I guess it's got some tools for the ball bearing for the shell plate, and another thing there. I'm not sure what it is. Okay. For the accessory bin. Snap myself. So yeah, it looks like the regular acro bin. Looks like this is the mount for the bin, and maybe the escape chute for the complete rings. This is the primer, empty primer, and this is probably the large powder slide, but I'm going to be using a different one because I'm doing an accessory that this won't fit in, so stay tuned. So yes, that is on the accessory box. Moving on, I'll bring this bunch of items here. Like I said, this is the Dillon XL-750. So yeah, so the shell plate for the 223, the case adapter. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that. Again, surprise. The pins and the case slide parts. Again, may or may not need those. So that's what that is. Put that right there. receipts. If you want to know, I bought this at Double Alpha. Can we have a receipt here somewhere I can share with you? Low primer alarm. You've probably seen this in many videos. AAA battery. This is all the tubes and relevant accessories, the tips and all that. Also I have an accessory coming that is going to replace these little plasticky thingies because they tend to break. And I guess this is the small primer slide. If I'm correct. But yeah, we'll see. Again, instructions and the quick start. I think this is the riser for the case feeder that I'm probably not gonna need. Handle. There's a roller handle and other accessories that you can buy for that. This is the adapter for the case feeder. Again, you don't have that. And the standard powder measure. I think what it has here is the small powder slide. So, some grease. So yeah, that's what's in the box. That's what's in the box. The next thing is, let's go ahead and put this together on the bench. I've had the press now for a good week or so, but I was waiting for the mount, which is the inline fabrication short mount, not the tall one but the smaller one. And I'll show you the bench next and how to install it. Okay, so let me bring you to the bench area over here. This is where I have my other presses and reloading stuff, 550 heads, and I've made this T-track so I can move presses or slide them in the bench left or right. And yeah, don't judge me, I sort of messed up over here. I promise I do woodwork. I do a lot of projects in the lathe and bolts and stuff, but I don't know, the router got away from me there. Anyways, this is a very old mount that I have used many times. Got different holes for different purposes. It's just a couple of 2 1/2-inch plywood pieces that I've varnished and stained. I made some holes to match the T-track here. Some flash washers and stuff. So yeah, I made the holes here. I'm gonna be mounting the mount, I guess, for lack of a better word, here, and I should probably do a time lapse of this for you. Well guys, I tell you something, I have never used the Ultra mounts because I thought I can just bolt them to my T-track system here and it'll be fine. You can see my 1100 and my 550 don't have those mounts, but let me tell you, I think I've been wrong, and I might seriously consider mounting the rest of my presses into these mounts. That's it. I have total perfect access to the dies, to the shell plate. So I don't know. I'm really liking this. I think I'm gonna highly consider that. Now let's continue with the installation. Okay guys, a slight change. I think I'm gonna move the 650 from there to here, which is where the 50 was, and then I'm gonna put the 550 there. I'll have more room to maneuver here, so let's take care of that. Okay guys, for some of you that are like me who order the press with no dies, but you do order it with the caliber conversion, and you see this tiny little piece here, I don't know if you can see it. See that tiny piece? Looks like a tomahawk. It's actually called a tomahawk. That comes with a tiny spring, and that tiny spring goes in here in this plastic part that rotates. So I didn't know that, and I was putting the shell plate and it was not indexing. Of course, this is the part that catches on the shell plate to help it index. So that just with a spring, and that just drops in. If you notice, it's like where is it? It's all springy. So you need to install that before you put your shell plate, or else, and the order you want to do this is you want to screw this tight and then back it like 1/8, and then that side screw, you just want to make sure that it's tight, and then an extra oomph. Now we're indexing like we should. Pro tip. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do in prepping the dies is actually remove the die holder, because we're gonna upgrade to a different die holder. It's gonna be the RPG 2. So we have gotten this one, and it has a space where you can put the pins when you disassemble the tool head. Yeah, it's really nice, billet aluminum. I really like it much better than this one. So let's go ahead and take this out and put this one. I'm also going to be removing the powder cup die. I went ahead and bought another accessory, which is the double alpha powder check. I've used this powder cup for many years. I like it, but you do have to be paying attention to the O-ring to make sure that it's flush, and if you don't look, something can happen. So I'll be replacing that a little later. I'll take out this is the Hornady bullet seating die, and you can also set it up so that you can crimp with it as well. So because I have a bullet drop coming up, part of the secret, this is going to be the dual function. I'm taking out the Hornady resizing and decapping, and now we're going to take out the powder measure. And now with the tool head pins, you can remove those and remove the tool head and replace it with the new one. Oh yeah, much better feel, a lot smoother. Okay, that being said, or that being done, oh, let me show you. You can put the pins here, like such, so you don't lose them like me. If you're like me, I've lost these, removing them. Once they fall, they can fall behind your bench. It's a pain in the neck to find them. So let's go ahead and start setting the first die. Okay, the first die that we're gonna set is gonna be station 1. The Hornady. This is, yeah, the Hornady. Sizing and decapping, and it looks a little bit different because I added the Dillon rings, so I can tighten them up with the Dillon wrench. So first thing, let's go ahead and install the bolt. Not the bolt, but the decapping rod. If you watch one of my other videos, you'll see when I was cleaning these. And okay, so I had to get for my other stock of cases, I had to get a case that has a primer, because most of the ones that I have don't, and you have to make sure that even when you are setting up the die, you gotta make sure that your cases are lubed, you know, even if you're setting them up, the dies, because if not, they'll get stuck on your die, and setting up is over. It'll get stuck. So now it's gonna feed. I'm gonna bring it up, confirm that it'll resize the case. It dropped. It dropped the cycle here real quick. It dropped the pen. Now this is a typical example of something that needs to be crimped. I'm gonna see if you're gonna be able to catch that or not, but yeah, I'm not sure if it's gonna show it. But yeah. Anyways. Okay, so we're gonna get the Dillon RF100, the primers on the top. Doing this one-handed just to bear with me here. Turn it on. Just help the primers get in there. Just wait about a minute. But I'm gonna just drop the primers in here. Primer right there. Okay. Okay guys, so the next step in adding dies to the press is the powder measure. I already put the primers. Now this is the brand new Dillon powder measure. I'm sure you've all seen it plenty online. So we're gonna go ahead and set it up. Take out the factory tape here. Seems like a little bit of painter's tape or something. Okay. Tape is out. We're gonna go ahead and open it. Remove the instructions. Now we're gonna keep adding accessories here, and one of the first accessories that I also got for the powder measure is the powder baffle. Again, this is a product from Armanov. I highly recommend to click the link below and get one of these. These lines here may seem insignificant, but these lines are very clear once you drop the baffle. It's not like the factory ones that are like this color. You can barely see them. In this case, you drop the baffle, and when you're running low on powder, it's very clear. And if you're like me, sometimes I'm like a little bit caught up on other functions and I forget. But look how clear this is. So you will definitely see those lines when you're running low on powder. Okay. Now, I'm gonna close it. Let's review the instructions. I don't think I'll need these. Okay. So yeah, we know how to set it up. So when you set up the powder measure, and you're gonna be constantly trying out different loads, not loads, but different powder amounts until you get to your ideal powder amount. You have to constantly be removing these knobs, and this half will open up. Let me show you here real quick. In order to remove the powder measure, and trust me, I've done this before like 5 or 6 times per reloading session while I attain the most accurate, as I'm testing the powder loads. So you have to unscrew these with an Allen wrench, remove this part many times. So another product from Armanov that I highly recommend, this is one of my most favorite products, is a quick disconnect. Open it up. All you have to do is you set it up and you pull on this and you are good to go. Let's go ahead and put it in. Okay, so I've already installed the Armanov quick release, and once you screw down the die and you need to remove the powder measure for any reason, all you gotta do is pull on the quick release and you're able to remove this and you'll be good to go. So let's go back to the press and install the powder measure. Okay, so I have installed the rifle funnel, because this is going to be a setup for 223. Which way does it go? I guess it's this way. Okay, so Dillon says to to screw the die until you feel it on the bottom of the tool holder. That'll be a good starting point. Go ahead and lock. Just tighten the lock nut here. Not super tight. And now we're gonna get the powder measure. And we're going to set it up here, as such. And again, quick release is back here, but all I gotta do is pull it, and now it engages. It's not going anywhere. So I think at this point, I think I'm ready to now remove the powder measure, powder bar, and we'll take it from there. Alright guys, so welcome back. Off camera I went ahead and I installed the new powder bar, and if you notice, this is not the typical powder bar. This is a double alpha slim powder bar, because if you have the regular powder bar, it extends way out here, blocking the let me show you here, blocking the case feeder that I'm going to put here, bullet feeder. So this is a very slim design from double alpha that it'll come out, but it won't reach the hold on, let me bring you back up again. It'll extend out and drop the powder, but it won't extend. But it won't extend enough to block that case feeder. Okay, so now I'm going to install the fail-safe rod here, or the powder rod. What you do is you insert it here. So I think it's this way here. On the back, insert it. Then you pinch it here with the okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop some powder here and check out the recipe. Okay, let's go ahead and drop some powder. I am using Reloader 7, which is what I use for all my 223 AR-15 rounds. I love it because the recoil is very manageable. It helps me put rounds on target very accurately. Now we're gonna drop here some powder. Hoping you can see this. Maybe not a lot, maybe. Oh shit, okay. Maybe halfway or 3/4 of the way. It kept pouring. Okay. So at this point, I've gone ahead and set up the powder measure. I got the primers in here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a couple of cases that I dropped here through the Dillon feed tube. I don't have a case feeder because I'm gonna have a different method of inserting. And we're gonna go ahead and insert the case. Okay. Let me double check. Yeah, that doesn't have a primer already. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and drop one of the first. I have two test cases, resize. Okay, of course the cases are lubed. We're gonna go to the second station. I'm gonna prime, go up, and we're gonna check the powder throw. Oopsie daisies, what just happened here? Okay, seems like we have a bit of a situation with the powder. Guys, get yourself one of these see if I can show it to you back here. One of these vacuums, they're like a cylinder type, and they're awesome for powder spills. Turn them on. Not only does it have a brush, but yeah, it's fantastic for picking up powder, and it has this brush where you can just brush the shell holder. And yeah, so at this point we are throwing too much powder. So I'm gonna, so we're throwing too much powder. So I'm gonna head and I think you can see this, the arrows. I'm gonna go counterclockwise. Adjust that. Okay, got the caliper here. I'll turn it on, zero it, and let's see if we are at the right 2.26. So yeah, we're at 2.25. So let's try to back out. Okay, we're gonna back out the plug. Now, because we're crimping, we're gonna be bringing down, we're gonna loosen up the die body lock ring. We're gonna back out the cedar plug because we already know what depth we need. And we're gonna bring the die body ever so slightly down until we start seeing a crimp. Alright guys, all I gotta do is put this lid back on the powder measure and we are good to go. We have set up the depriming and resizing die, the powder measure with a quick disconnect, and the powder baffle in here. Everything has been set up. The powder measure is throwing the correct powder throw of 20.5 grains, inserting a primer. There's nothing on powder check, there's nothing on bullet insert, but the Hornady bullet seed die also provides a crimp. So I've gone ahead and adjusted the crimp, and I've adjusted the bullet plug, and I've tightened it down. And that concludes the unboxing and setup of the 650. Stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you on the next one.